Today, we are going to discuss the different activity and validation types available in your school's platform. Suitable provides different types of activities and validations to suit your school's needs. First, from our dashboard, we'll navigate to the Activities tab, then choose Create a New Activity. We are navigating here so that we can have a visual of the activity and validation types while we discuss what each one means. When we choose Create a New Activity, we are asked what type of activity we would like to create. For this video, we will only focus on tasks and events. To learn more about creating experience sets or point total activities, please view our videos or support articles on these topics. Our first option here is task. Tasks are used for written assignments or reflections, or even portfolio submissions. They are also utilized when administrator approval is needed before points can be awarded for an activity. We'll choose task, put in placeholder information in the details section, and move to validation. For tasks, we have 3 different validation options: written reflection, portfolio submission, or administrator approval. These options are what students will need to complete in order to receive credit for their task. Keep in mind that you do not have to choose only one validation option. You can choose 1, 2, all 3, or none if it fits your activity. Let's talk about written reflections. By choosing this validation option, you are asking students to write a reflection about an experience they had. In the description of the activity, you should put in the prompt that you would like for students to respond to. Next, let's discuss portfolio submissions. The portfolio submission option will require students to upload a document or file to satisfy the requirements of the task. This submission will also be made available in the student's scorecard, where it can be shared out to employers or on their LinkedIn page. In the description of the activity, you should put what type of file the student needs to submit in order to complete the task. Finally, we move to administrator approval. Many tasks will require administrator approval before points are awarded to a student for completion of an activity, just like when an assignment is submitted to a professor. The student does not automatically receive a 100 once it's turned in. The professor must look over the submission first. This is the same concept when enabling administrator approval. By doing this, you're requiring that the submission, whether that be a portfolio submission, written reflection, or both, must be reviewed by an administrator before points are assessed to the student. Now that we have discussed the different validation types available for students, let's go back to the activity type tab at the top and switch over to event. Events are utilized when a program has an activity that they would like for students to receive credit for attending. There are different ways to implement the event activity option, such as using it for workshops, advising sessions, or in the traditional way by attending an event. So we'll move to our validation tab. Events have an automatic validation, smart codes or QR codes. When an event is created, a smart code will be automatically emailed to the administrator who created the event, and also remains available within the event in the activities section of your school's platform. This code can be used at the event for students to scan with their mobile device and automatically receive credit for attending. Smart codes are available to be scanned 30 minutes before an event begins and 2 hours after the event ends. Events also have the option of requiring administrator approval. You can require this validation if this is a closed event and want to verify which students attended, but it isn't used very often since events have an automatic validation. We hope that this information was helpful in determining what type of activity or validation is right for your needs. If you have any questions, please reach out to your University Success Partner or send an email to support@suitable.co.